Hello YouTube! Reluctantly, you don't know this, I'm playing Highlander Demon Hunter again. Demon Hunter was nerfed the last patch ago, so this would have been probably a week ago for you at this point. The weapon had a 1 mana added to it, and if you saw my video on this deck, this was Shopkeeper Demon Hunter. I actually think the deck kind of sucks, but the high roll of drawing the Umpire's Grasp by turn 3 and getting a Window Shopper out there at 3 mana for a 6/5 that then generated another 3 mana 6/5 demon was just, it was like too much tempo, I guess, too much, like, you know, too many stats for the cost. And other decks would fall over it, they just couldn't deal with it. If you could live through the Window Shopper turn though, and then maybe the other Window Shopper turn, the deck was kind of garbage. Like, that was their one big value add. And if you missed the weapon and the weapon techs, it just sucked. You just lost a lot of the games. Anyway, they added 1 mana to the weapon, and I actually think now it is just not viable anymore. I don't think you can play this card, it's just too slow. Therefore, I think Window Shopper Demon Hunter is dead, and I therefore think Demon Hunter as a class basically is dead because they have no other good decks. To prove the point of them not having any good decks, I'm playing the Highlander deck. The problem with the Highlander deck when this came out during the Whizbang's workshop, sorry, during the line, Showdown in the Badlands, was that there just weren't enough good Singleton Demon Hunter cards. And I theorized that maybe when Whizbang's Workshop came out, maybe then there would be enough good Singleton Demon Hunter cards to make the deck, because the Relic package rotated out, right? That rewarded 2 OVs of cards. It turns out it hasn't. The deck still kind of sucks, so I don't expect great things from this. I wouldn't recommend playing it. I've kind of put this together as just, these are good cards, right? These are good cards, and maybe good cards will win game. But there are some funny things in here. So it's a Highlander deck. The Highlander power for Demon Hunter is Kurtrus, which, by the way, is a really, really good card. The only problem is this deck will just die to Plague Death Knights. Which, last time, in the episode that you will never see because it hasn't got audio on it, I said that this deck can never be viable because Plague Death Knight exists, and I went on a big rant why Plague Death Knight I don't think was a good design choice. And I think it went against the design choice of how I believe Hearthstone's meant to make the game. For example, like, they won't print a card in a set with a certain other card if the combo between the 2 cards would be, like, unbelievably strong. And similarly, if, like, a card would be absolutely terrible because this other card from another class existed, they wouldn't print them together because, you know, this card just will never get to see the light of day. But for some reason, they decided to print the Plagues out with the same time as the Highlander package. And this deck just can't be viable. The other thing about it is Jotun, which is also in there for more value add. Really bad against Plagues because you can duplicate the Plagues instead, so basically I think the 2 biggest value, the biggest, like, fun generators in the Demon Hunter can't beat Plague Death Knight. So for that reason, I put Tony King of Piracy in there so that I can flip my deck and remove the Plagues that way, and then I'll duplicate my opponent's spells instead. That's my logic. Anyway, other than that, it is just good demons. But I'm going to prove a point here. Normally, you know, I say, we're building this deck because I think it's going to be a good target versus Warrior. It's going to be a good target versus Warlock. This is going to show you why playing fair in Hearthstone isn't a good idea. Because each one of these individual cards is a good card. In my opinion.
Trust me, you don't want this fight.
Warrior is some sort of control-based deck. I'm gonna hold Reno. The other funny thing about this deck, or the class, sorry, which kind of gets me, like, right up my nose about the design choice, is they have Jotun right now in, you know, Standard. You go through the Demon Hunter spells right now, they have, like, so few good spells in the class. It's kind of crazy.
I ain't talking. Hey, you.
Again, awful play.
Service partner.
Too quiet.
Job done. And basically right now I've got the best opening I can possibly have. By the way, Warrior is... Wow. Oh yeah, they didn't get the mechs, of course. This is one of the classes where potentially Kurtrus could carry.
Too slow.
So, Kurtrus, if you would like to show up, because if I hit Odin or Bran, we win!
Let's warm you up. Strike fast.
Possibly the wrong play. But I felt like finding the hammer was a bit of a waste.
Candle mudslide.
Okay, so it's Bran that we want to kill.
Our work now shapes life as we know it.
One of the dreams from Jotun, which is kind of why I've got expendable performance in the deck, is you hit expendable performance with it at some point. So just a free 6/6 that when they all die, get you another 6/6 of stats. Very good. Let's put some pressure on my opponent. I kind of want to hold the Viper. I don't want to get stuck in a position where they bring out a weapon, and I want to destroy it. That being said, there probably is Ignis in the deck somewhere, but I can only destroy one of the weapons. Wow. Just bashing me in the face. Well, don't play minions, it turns out. Turns out I'm actually going to send Viper back.
At last.
You know what? Fuck you. Get rid of your armor. I did also have issues when I played this again earlier in the week, which I have changed the list since then. Sometimes my hand would get too full. Hello, New Mew. I'm glad you're enjoying your Saturday. It is a pretty nice day today. I don't know what it's like for you, but in the UK it's been raining like non-stop for like the last 3 or 4 weeks. We've had like the wettest month on record since like February. But it's nice and, you know, nice and chill today. Okay. Give me a ball hog. Cool. No, shouldn't use expendable performer into that. We can do better with Nemelia as well, I think. Now, I think it's starting to settle now at a point where the best version of this double battle cry deck, wow, is the one that generates... It makes Boom go off 2 times with those Zilliaxes and they just like start smoking you in the face and stuff. So, we'll watch out for that.
That toy was made just for me.
Sure, we'll grab a 5-mana Mag Therodon. Kurtrus, do you want to show up at some point, buddy? I assume they haven't got Bran, to be fair, because they'll probably just play it at this point. I haven't really put enough pressure on for them to hold it in their hand for any length of time. Okay, so this is the Boom variant. Alright, enjoy your full heal. Or... what if I don't do that? What if instead I play Magtheridon? Button going down swinging. Chew away at the armor again. Deny them some healing as well. And I've still got this for when the boom turn comes up. They have been excavating as well, so at some point I'll have to deal with the excavate treasure as well. I might need to save both Yogg and Reno for those 2 turns.
Is someone there? No.
Interesting.
There.
Actually, you know what, Kurtrus? It would be an insane time to show up, buddy. Because now they might have Bran in hand. It's probably the one time you'll get to snipe it as well. Interesting. I actually don't think I should shuffle the decks or swap the decks around. I'm trying to think if there's a reason to. That being said, is there anything in my deck? Yeah, I guess I would like Kurtrus. Okay. You've convinced me.
I'm the perfect toy for you.
Well, this is all pretty... pretty stinky. Wow, 1 mana, 1/1 rush, deal 1 damage. I didn't even rush it, but... very good, very good. So they've missed Bran again, it seems. So we've had a bit of good luck.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Again, Kurtrus would be a great time to show up. They've just drawn 2 more cards, and they can't play Bran right now. Okay. Well, we could get it from here, I think. Actually, I don't think you can discover Kurtrus, can you?
Looks like your luck is running out.
Not a double. Do we have a mech? Actually, we do have a mech. Incredibly. I'm actually going to take it. And... we can send someone off. Cool. Magtheridon, hello. I could do 2 to all here, but I sort of don't care. I think I just hit them. Most warrior spells as well as symmetric. Obviously some exceptions. Bellowing Flames being one of them. But Sanitize will hit their side, Brawl would hit their side. They probably have the one where you win the Brawl. Okay, there's Bran. So this is going to make the game obviously harder. But I think there's only 2 turns now that I really have to be scared of. It's the boom turn and the final excavated turn. Okay, we'll play this Magtheridon first.
Release me. I will grant you a monstrous discount.
Go broke.
Oh, I forgot a boom boss. Well, zoot. That'll make things awkward. And now I draw Kurtrus. Are you kidding me? It died to Magtheridon, by the way, which is why I'm not going to kill it now. I just wanted a board. Alright. That's fine. Also fine. Goodbye, Kurtrus. Not too bad, though. Please play Boom now. Because I want to play my Reno. I might not be able to wait anymore. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of value. Wait, I've just had a genius idea. Tony. There's 3 bombs in the deck. They get cast twice. I'm a genius! Don't hit Tony! I should have played Tony last turn. That was the smart man's decision. Yeah, good idea. Great idea. I like it. This is such a scuffed. And if I can destroy their bombs. Yeah.
Fast here.
Okay, we're gonna need a bit of luck here. No, don't draw any more bombs! Please. Not a bomb? Not a bomb.
I am released.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't get a bomb, which was actually good news this time. Because I only get to duplicate one of the bombs is the thing. Hit read on a bomb. You are the luckiest person I've ever seen. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh, no, that was fine. I don't want to draw right now, because again, we've had a spell go off. By the way, if they play Boom right now, I lose, so I kind of need to heal. Doesn't even excavate me a treasure. Or I have to play cards. Alright, Flint, go get him.
There's simply nothing I can do.
No one will believe this.
Read 'em and weep.
That's not that useful. But I should probably just play it.
Shadows grow long. At last! It's a little light on cards here.
Interesting choice. Why would you not do that one? It would have died. Unless they wanted to damage minion for the excavate. Actually, no, that was still a misplay. Yeah, you can have a benevolent banker, that's fine.
Fast here.
So my deck still has one more bomb in it, I think. Wow. The other Blaze Storm will clear off 12 damage as well. Yeah. Wait, more than 12. That's incredible. I'm still slightly concerned about the other weapon they got from Ignis. It can't have Wind Fury, I guess. Otherwise, they would have sent it. Or I didn't destroy it either.
They're alive.
Oh, yeah, it's lethal. I forgot about Boom. Of course, it still had Boom left. Didn't hit it with a bomb, did I? Alright. I actually misplayed that. I could have won that game. Had I recognized that I should have flipped the deck. We'll note that for the future, though. If ever we go up against the warrior where they put the bombs in the deck, flip the deck immediately. And the bombs will go off 2 times, so I'll get like 12 bombs instead. Potentially. Alright, we can't beat this deck. Whatever it is, we can't beat it. I will humour having Kurtrus in my hands, but... to even have like a remote chance, I think you need like Kurtrus and the coin. But the win condition will then be Tony to remove the plagues from my deck. And then we might become a Highlander deck again. Who knows? So this is Rainbow.
You don't pick the wands.
Ah, very nice. A gift from Illidan. A Fell Barrage, a Chaos Strike, or a Chaos Nova. His blood for the Lich King. Alright, we have the star player. Actually, I was going to Fell Barrage, but nah, I'll still Fell Barrage.
The citadel stands strong.
You know what? Give me 2 random demons. I don't want to waste mana right now. Honestly, could be worse. It's going to take me so long to get that back to the left of my hand because of Magtheridon. It's part of the reason like my very first iteration of this deck had a lot more Outcast cards in it, but there's too much chunk in the deck. Alright, go get him, Kurtrus.
Gun or blade, you don't stand a chance.
Excuse me? You have a double Blood Rune card. You must have just... yeah, you generated it. Never mind. That was a okay roll. Alright, well done. Thanks.
You've done me a great service, partner.
Can you clear this now? Of course not. Because Death Knight players don't think. They play plagues and then hook their way to victory. I can't Ganaden going down swinging on the same turn. I could do an I-beam though. It's actually not that good here.
They will never catch me.
Alright. I was trying to kill that on this turn, but I can't. Actually, I can do it. I'm done. Don't talk to me about that decision making. I mean, it was fine in the end. In fact, it worked out well. I just can't add. I think I forgot that I could attack as well after I've done the double attack. Whatever. It's gone. The badman's gone. And woman, I suppose. Cool. Okay. They probably have CNE in hand to be doing this. They've also left it a really weird amount. Okay.
I have nothing left but this power! Strike fast. Take your best shot.
Gotta go!
Just in case they don't have the AoE, I decided to put a bit more damage on the board. It's probably not a huge issue. We have 6 from Magtheridon incoming. Oh, yeah, threads is what it is. Death Knight Defile. Very good.
Looks like your luck.
Draw last as well. Again, don't know why I keep doing this, but... sure, value. And... I don't have any locations in this deck. That could actually go off. I think I'll take MCT. And again, just keep putting pressure on my opponent. If you kill the ball hog, it's going to do another 3 to your face unless you put a minion on the board. You know what? I think they're nearly out of stuff. I'm just going to run Zilliax. Can you deal with 2 6/5s with Divine Shield and Taunt? You can. Oh, you are running Double Blood. So it's a control deck. Okay. Fan the Hammer is a potential right now to go face.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful.
Sadly,
Against me.
6/11. No, it is lethal. Oh, he's not Highlander anymore. Wait. Oh, I know why you're not Highlander.
Mistakes are a part of learning. I have nothing left but this power!
Actually, has 1 more damage than that as well. Holy moly. 1 and 1. By the way, again, in case you're wondering, when I played this midweek in the episode you're not going to ever see, I went 2 and 5 with this deck as well. I can't remember the wins. I remember the losses very clearly. The wins, though, just not coming to me, funnily enough.
Kurtrus versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Oh, hello, Argus. Oh, I did find out for science, in case you didn't know this. If you have Magtheridon to the right of Argus, he doesn't get lifesteal because he's dormant, which is what I thought would have happened, but I just wanted to confirm it for myself. Anyway, I'll keep Reno. I may regret that, now that I think about it, because I'm probably not living till 8 if it's an aggro deck anyway. Okay. After we've drawn a pretty good hand to deal with aggro, so I'm okay with it now. Umberwing is pretty good for dealing with plebs. And there's a pleb. God, I have fond memories of Umberwing. I don't think anyone's playing it in any of their decks, but when Demon Hunter, like, was a thing, this in the expendable... Not expendable formers. What is it called now? Like, Stilt Demon Hunter, was it? It was really good. Very fun deck. Except for your opponents, because really, it wasn't any fun for them. Ah, Kurtrus. Hello.
Fast.
I assume by the fact they played this that they have an intention to play a big boy. But I might coin Kurtrus. Sure. They got the Viper back again. Unlucky. Yep, coin Kurtrus. Bang, 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 bang.
Stand a chance.
Bang, bang, bang. Where's the bang? Wait, do they have no minions in hand?
A sight for sore eyes.
They don't, do they? There's no minions in hand. That's why nothing happened. I was like, wait, have I put a duplicate in the deck?
That toy was made just for me.
I guess we'll grab a bassist.
Job done.
So it's probably Wheel Warlock, isn't it? Don't roll a double, please.
Like your luck is running out.
Thank you. Tough Crowd is basically pointless, right?
The answer is here.
I guess. Not great. Also, this deck apparently doesn't run any minions except for Roughdrop Viper and the Sunspot Dragon, so...
I ain't talking.
You've done me a great service, partner.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, you! Install these for me, won't you?
Dice and slice.
Right. Soldiers, you may live there for quite some time. I do have ways to trigger it, by the way. I mean, I can do Taste of Chaos on it if I really want to, but... that can just be there for when they want to use a board clear, and then suddenly, a bucket of soldiers comes out and ruins their day. Bye-bye, bucket of soldiers. Oh, and then I draw the Fellfisher, which actually wasn't very good for it, but... Hey-ho. Alright.
I'm the perfect toy for you.
Release me. I will grant you some parts.
Fast.
My hand is a little bit reactive right now. You may have noticed. Well, get expending performances, I think. That being said, hang on a minute. I only need to do 3 damage. 5 damage. 3 to this guy and 2 to this guy. Magtheron will deal with the rest. So maybe I don't give a shit. Maybe, who cares? Four, 5.
I'll never stop searching.
I'm trying to make Taste of Chaos work, by the way. If you're wondering what the stupid math I'm doing is. It's so awkward. I just won't do it then.
Too slow.
Go for it.
I've attacked already this turn. I forgot. Whatever. Oh, that's why you have Reno.
This is only the beginning.
Good time for Reno as well. I get to push his button as well.
I am released.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
And I'm actually okay with that button. Now I need to save Yogg for the 0 mana 15/15 lifesteal. How many cards in deck now? 5. Cool. And one of them is Magtheron. I'm not in a rush. They might wheel at some point and not have a deck, in which case, you know, Tony is 7 mana 4/6. But I'm beginning to wonder if this is just Control Warlock. In which case, if I outvalue them, I win. Gonna be hard to outvalue that, though. But we'll give it a damn good try. 4 cards. Jotun, I would really like. Actually, would I like Jotun? Do I want to start copying their spells? Twisting in the light? I don't know.
You don't pick the walks.
I'd also kind of like Metamorphosis. Wow. 3, 9, sure.
You will not.
Probably a misplay. Depends, if that's the only minion in their hand, it wasn't a misplay. Alright, my theory now is they haven't got wheel. That's too much value. Please stop. Okay, you Taste of Chaos. No, it's gonna give me a card! Alright, I'm gonna lose Jotun or Blind Box. I think you just have to accept it. We got Metamorphosis, though. Questing. I think I'd actually prefer to lose Jotun at this point.
A little light on cards here.
Well...
The Titans could use some chaos.
I'm just playing cards now to play cards. The only thing I'll say is they've not been able to push the button yet, since becoming Jaraxxus.
I'm out.
Our work now shapes life as we know it.
I guess. Basically, swap like for like. We possibly don't want to draw from Tony either.
Percussion is beneath me. Inferno!
I'm not playing Tony this turn.
A new age arrives. Percussion is beneath me.
Alright. You're out of cards, Warlock. Please don't draw the draw 6. I beg of you. Not draw 6.
You will not come closer.
Good. I have to push this button, by the way. There's no question in the matter. Oh. Sure.
Vengeance! 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 Enjoy your final moments.
Okay. Next turn, maybe we get to play Tony. I've actually got a board this time. I can't, I'll die. Wait, that's lethal.
Get a little light on cards here. I'm out.
For me. I forgot I draw the additional card from the drawer card. Why didn't I just use Metamorphosis? Because I wanted to showboat. I could have just played Metamorphosis and pushed the button, and I would have killed him. Alright. I'll count it as a loss, but I'm pretty stupid. I was like, you know, I'll draw the one card. That's fine. But I forgot I was going to draw the 2 cards. Whoops. Oh well.
Kurtrus versus Scarlet!
That's why you think for a few
Who
seconds.
wants to play?
Trust me, you don't want this fight.
So, in theory, in this matchup, I should probably not play Jotun. So, I'll put it back in the deck. Because if it's a Plague Death Knight, then I'll start copying the Plagues. I can't believe I just did what I did. Oh well. It was funny.
Talk, little Death Knight.
Yeah, that's why we don't play Jotun. So at some point I'm going to flip the deck with them. You know what? I might take this opportunity to take this. Sure, I'll grab an Illidari. I'll grab a Magtheridon as well. I want to get as much value as possible before I flip the deck. And ideally, I want to draw through as many cards as I can through my deck.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
You don't pick the wands.
Double green probably means mining. I'm gonna guess double green blue.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Okay, so that's the 2 Kvaldir's played. I'm looking for the 2 deal 3 damage, play a Plague, and Hellier. As I draw a Plague, put a Plague in my deck. Interesting that's in the mining deck. Maybe it's double green blood. Maybe it's more control orientated. Again, I should not play Jotun right now. However, I can play Jotun after this. Like, after I flip. I mean, this is all relying on me drawing Tony at some point as well. Also, let me move this turn time thing up here. I don't know why I keep putting it at the bottom. Ah, that's gonna be painful.
Looks like your luck is running out.
Maybe the 2 can be an answer. I have no 4 costs. Give me a Golem. Security will go off, but 3, 6, 8. Give me a quick pick. I'll just eat 6.
Job's done.
Bullhog is nice. Good way to get a bit of life back. Don't really want you to be in draw 3, if I'm honest with you as well, but what can you do? Currently, I'm looking at Bullhog, Button, Taste of Chaos to deal with the 6-5. Nice. Alright, I'm going to overdraw. Actually, it's a good time to overdraw. Because I could burn some plagues here. Yeah.
It's too full.
Obviously, I could lose Tony. I lose the game if I mill Tony. But the more likely outcome is I burn a plague. As it happens, I actually drew the plague first, so it didn't matter, but I think there's some logic in this. Also, like, I was going to take too much damage if I didn't do it.
Death cannot be bound.
Let the pain speak to me. My hand is too full.
There goes one plague. So, I have a problem. You may have noticed it. I have to. I can't do it. I can't count. Well, if they have 6 damage, they win.
The runes beside your foot. Free fall! Remnants of life.
Who's ready for another round?
Interesting. I don't think I agree with that play. Change of heart.
Death cannot be bound.
Other things I've wanted to know is if you put Kurtrus to the right of this, do you get the lifesteal? I assume you don't, because I mean he's not on the board, but it'd be funny if you do. Anyway, part of the reason why I played this anyway is for Inquisitor. I could get 16 life here if this guy lives. He probably won't because I know they've got the Titan to destroy a guy, but I didn't really have much choice. Maybe they'll take pity on me. Maybe they're taking pity on me, because otherwise they should have... Oh, they're going to try and steal it. They're going to hit their own guy to steal it. That's a really dumb play.
The future is built on our foundation.
Talk, little Death.
That's actually an incredibly dumb play from my opponent. And by dumb, I mean, like, it's so greedy. It's actually giving me an out now. Wow. Wow! Hello! Back in the game.
Remnants of life.
Alright, good luck dealing with the 1123 that summons 2 more Primuses, which then can be used to get me more health. Oh, and by the way, you probably need to kill Yogg as well.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
They're so fucking lucky. Actually, disgustingly lucky. They generated it by the Primus, and then 50-50'd. Okay, we lose now.
Death cannot be bound.
The dude needs a 50-50!
Talk, little death.
Gonna go crazy.
My hand is too full.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Much lighter.
My hand is too full.
Okay, 3, 3, 4 is 10, sadly. I could really do with playing the tough crowd at this point, but obviously I can't. McTherdon kills all but the 11-17. Although it'll leave 2 3-1s up and a 4-1, which is 6-10 damage. I don't really have much choice though. I could fan the hammer, clears the 1, the 1, the 1. It leaves me 6 mana over instead. But Kurtrus doesn't really help me here.
Shadows grow long.
It's a symptom of life. At last, it's a symptom.
Sorry, I found the line at like the last second.
The citadel stands strong. Candle.
Okay, so that's Hellier as well, by the way. So, that if they play one more down with the ship, I should flip the deck. I need something cheaper than 7, please, on the right. Ideally, a lot cheaper than 7. I'll take it. I'm fighting. I'm just toying with hitting the 2-2. I think I will. So it can't trade into the 6-2 as easily. I know they can just button it anyway, but just make my opponent's life slightly more miserable. Right, flip the deck. Flip the deck. Please draw Tony.
Embrace the gift of death as I
You know what? I might make third on this. Because Reno won't work.
Release me. I will grant you a monstrous discount.
This might be Magtheridon into Magtheridon. So 10 of the cards in my deck are plagues. Oh, I forgot the other staff. Actually, they played the staff at the start, didn't they? Yeah.
The runes decide your fate.
Interesting.
Unholy, symbol of death.
So double Magtheridon doesn't remove the 3/3s in case you're wondering. It occurs at the same time. I'm gonna have to play Reno for the health.
Well, looking for a standoff?
I need 5.
Careful, it's against me.
That's actually pretty good. That removes a guy off the board.
It's a symptom of life.
I'm getting there.
Of life. The citadel
citadel stands strong.
He also has the excavate reward still somewhere, but deal with one problem at a time. If I can flip the deck, there might actually be a chance at a Highlander at this point. Interesting.
That feels good.
Very interesting. Back to 23 again. It's obviously going to get eaten now. One of these is going to get eaten by Magtheridon. Sorry, by Magtheridon, by the Primus. Probably Magtheridon. Or they'll just steal one. Or steal two. And I don't have an answer to this anymore.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
Button Magtheridon kills all but the 14-15.
Of the bitter.
Talk, little Death Knight.
We do what the living cannot.
It also won't kill that.
Release me. I will grant you a monstrous discount.
Just gonna casually take 14 damage, don't worry about it. Sorry, 17 damage. The sad thing is, I'm actually pretty close to being able to kill it.
We do what the living cannot.
You now take mandible.
I just need 2 more damage. If I draw Illidan's Gift, I think I can kill it.
You now take mandible.
Can I kill it? Was I telling a lie? I think I'm actually telling a porky now that I think about it, because I don't have the mana for it. And there's no way for me to put Taunt in the way.
Been in tighter scrapes, Reno.
Which means, and then I need to put 2 Taunt Minions. No, I only need to put 1 Taunt Minion in the way. Blind Box, I think, is the correct play. Nova 4 to all. Wait, that'll do it, won't it? Oh, hang on. Will it do it 4 to all? 6 to all. I'm 1 off. I think.
One shot is all I need.
No, not. I mean, I'm dead anyway, but... Because they can just push the button. But that's all I could think of. Wait, if I did going down swinging first, I'd be fine, wouldn't I? I would have been. Well, I say it would have been. I would have not taken 4 more damage, but I probably would have just died to the plagues afterwards. I misplayed it again. The tale of this game. But, like, the mental arithmetic I'm going through versus my opponent. Oh, I've got a weapon. I swing with weapon. It puts plague in your deck. You draw plague. You draw plague. You draw plague. That's it. I hate that deck. And it's going to be here for another year. Put Steam Cleaner back in rotation. Put Steam Cleaner back in.
Kurtrus,
Cowards. Oh well.
Shall be open.
Alright, time to get a revenge on a warlock.
Me, you don't want this fight.
I'm going to keep Immolation, because I'm slightly worried this Pain warlock that I played last time is growing in popularity, so... Give me that, please. I couldn't quite decide, but... Also, I'd like to know exactly what I'm playing against right now. Still not sure yet. Well, I guess I'll take Illidari. I guess I'll take double Illidari. Because we had issues getting tough crowd to the right side of my hand before. And I think we're just not going to wait on this. I'm just going to play it. Ah, Tony. Where were you last game, Tony? Where were you? I mean, I would have never found the time to play you, but where were you? Even if you were there just for emotional support. Damn, I wish I'd played that the right way around. I'm 99% certain we were guaranteed to lose anyway. Okay, it's control.
Time to light a fire under this town.
You swine. Alright, we'll just forge it, because I obviously can't play it. I came to the conclusion that I think in a control matchup, I will lose eventually. So I need to put a bit of pressure on. I know I would have beat the Warlock before, but that was kind of different. I think their deck wasn't very good. If they're going to play the wheel at some point, though, then I have to be a little bit more aggressive. Make them play their removal early.
That toy was made just for me.
Always take Magtheridon, I guess. What are you forging? Oh, he's handlock. Okay. Okay.
Release me. I regret a monstrous discount.
I need it.
My hand is full.
I now know what the game plan is. It is Smoke. Game plan is Smoke. That's what they're using to go infinite. I think I will give you a little bit of Gyre Worm action, if you don't mind.
Mysterious orb. What is your wisdom?
You don't think
Go, Brooks.
Job's done.
Ice Trap's very good. Bait and Switch probably won't activate. Sad if they were about to play Twisting. Which I think was the game plan there. So if I know that's Twisting, I shouldn't play a bigger board. And there is a Naga in my deck, it's Snake Eyes. Ah, it was that.
Release!
6 damage. I mean, I could use Going Down Swinging, I suppose. It's probably not ever going to be that useful. In before it's the most important card that I need to save. I can't think why that deck would ever go wide. Or even how it would go that wide. And I don't get enough tact to use this as like a big board clear. It's really in there to deal with hunters, to be honest with you. And I guess Death Knights if I play smart. Okay, well, we have 8 damage to the face right now with Illidari, so my opponent might not expect that. Actually 9, because the button will also go face. So as long as the Gyre Worm or this lives, we win. Pretty big ass, though, into a control deck. Alright, it has to be the 6/5 now. Threw away the coin. Oh my god, I drew the other guy.
Looks like your luck is running out.
Nice, doubles. Return a minion to my hand. Hello. I don't know what minion I'm thinking of here, but... Return another minion to my hand. Cool. I'm now playing Bounce Demon Hunter. Arguably... You know what? I've got a crazy plan. It's not the plan you're thinking either. Because I'm trading it. What if I get more Snake Eyes? What if I get a lot of Snake Eyes? Obviously we don't play this right now because that'd be dumb.
Drink with me.
What a huge tempo down I just took. It was kind of funny though. 4-5. I'm also going to overdraw, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, I have too much value. It's happened again. I need to just blow Immolation Aura at some point for 2 mana do nothing. Maybe I play Immolation and Fell Fisher. Okay, never mind. The wheel's out.
My deck is barren.
Oh, it's Reno.
Burn it down.
My hand is too full.
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful, it's against me.
That's too much value again. Please stop giving me the value cards.
Challenge?
Wait, I could just keep bouncing backwards and forwards. So I assume that you have Symphony in hand. Oh, the Illidari's not as good anymore either. Oh well. I'll just use it as an 8 mana deal 8. This might be the moment I use this. Never mind. My opponent is spooked.
What do I do with all these cards?
I think bouncing snakes back indefinitely is not the winner's choice.
One shot is all I need.
Don't play that this turn. Just burn this card.
My deck is barren.
Oh, that might be an issue. Yeah, that's going to be an issue.
Gun or blade, you don't stand a chance.
No minions, huh? I don't know what I was surprised about, or really what I was expecting. Oh wow, lucky button. I wish I'd known it was the lucky button. I would have played that turn very differently.
Looks like your luck is running out.
Wow. All the double twos.
Fast here.
Doesn't really help me.
Glory. I'm here for the gold.
Oh, there was a minion. Wait, the Kurtrus hits the Divine Shield? Or were the minions in the hand so big that it didn't hit it? It must be the minions in the hand that were so big that they just didn't kill anything. Because the other outcome is just ludicrous. Well, I can't win. I could run them close, but I can't win. I just drew none of my important cards. Didn't get Ziliax, Yogg, Magtheridon, Jotun I just drew. Argus, still in the deck.
The whispers. I can't
Ah, it was... Oh, yeah, you buffed the minion, of course you did.
What do I do with
Oh,
all
Yogg
these
was
cards?
next. Literally, all the good cards were next. We ran it close, though. Alright, 1 and 4, but should be 2 and 3. Had I not tried to show off and then kill myself during the show off, we'd be 2 and 3. When did I play? Oh, I know when I played a mini. Window shopper. I I guess I could talk about the controversy as well with the quest. They've changed the weeklies so that they are harder to complete. It requires, you know, more of the requirement to complete them, but you get more rewards. Really dumb. Really, really dumb. And not because I think it's necessarily a bad idea to, you know, make them take longer, but you get more reward. But really dumb when, you know, people have calculators, right? They can work out the increase in time it takes them to complete the quest versus the increase in reward, and compare the two, more importantly. And it turned out that it didn't really run equal, so they have since, you know, it originally happened, backed down a little bit on that and made it a little bit easier to complete and kept the cost the same. But I don't really see why they did it.
If 3 rights make a left.
This is Nature Shaman, because it's the only Shaman deck that exists. So I need to run him down. Other deck. Get rid of Plague Death Knight and get rid of this deck. This deck just should not exist. It's like the most un-Hearthstone-y deck. Kurtrus might, though, have an answer to this. Like, any deck where you literally don't interact with your opponent just should not exist. I know that's kind of like the gimmick of combo decks, but at least they have the decency to play a control matchup before it. This deck doesn't even do that. Like, they don't give a shit what's on my board right now. They're like, oh, I just need to get, you know, spell damage, copy the spell damage cards, and then I'll just smoke my opponent in the face for, like, 3 turns in a row. But yeah, really good. Very fun and interactive. Anyway, I won't trade with them right now. I'm gonna feign I'm the aggro deck. See? That's a turn off. I wouldn't even mind if this deck that I'm playing against was a combo deck in a sense that it took a lot of pieces to get it going. But there's so much draw in that deck, they can win by turn 5, and I've lost the turn 5 Nature Shaman many times. Alright, he's turned into a rat now. Cool. That's really annoying for me to kill now as well. Do I just leave Rag on the board?
Gun or glaive, you don't stand a chance.
I've decided I'm going to leave Rag on the board. Also, okay, did hit a Zapper. Actually, I think I should have killed Rag. I've decided I should have killed Rag instead. I should have pushed the button and played Going Down Swinging, and then swung into it, and then traded with the audio bot. Okay, not punished. Exactly. Ooh, if I get lifesteal off this, though. Which, of course, I don't, because apparently that's not the way that card works. I'll take it, though.
Take your best shot.
I miss lethal again. If I played Ball Hog, I would have killed them. Never punished, please. Please, never punished. It'll actually take quite a lot for them to get out of this. They definitely can do it, though. Well, there's step 1 of the get out of it clause.
This storm is in
I could also be dead here. I don't think I will because I hit one of the zappers, but...
Go with the flow.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
I don't... The sad thing is, normally I have a good idea of how, like, you could nerf a deck. I just don't know what you would do to this deck. It's just so obnoxious. Like, I nearly died then. And actually, my opponent misplayed. No, never mind, I did die. So I missed lethal for the second game in a row. Very cool. Very, very interactive. It's my fault. I missed lethal, as I said, but... I just don't know what you would do to it. It's just toxic.
Kurtrus versus Piranda.
Death.
I'm going to assume this is Dragon Priest. I've not seen a priest for some time. The other crazy thing is if the card that was drawn from the deck counted as Outcast, then I would have lived. I guess, again, the other crazy thing is if I just played Ball Hog, I would have also won.
Starting the operation.
Alright, it is dragons. Ooh, Kurtrus Zarima sounds like fun. If we can do that. I may be dead before then, though. Where is my early game, please? I'll take it. So that'll cost 3. I think we'll take an I-beam here. Order.
At last.
Yeah, I think we played Kurtrus on 5. Also really good. Alright, those two top decks have given me a chance. Interesting. Also interesting, they're all gonna die. Oh, okay. What if, though, I don't play Kurtrus? Because I'm not going to hit Zarima, right? I guess it's such a huge tempo down for my opponent. Because they're going to lose probably, like, 3 or 4 cards.
Gun or blade. You don't stand a chance.
How did you only lose 2? That's alarming. I guess the other Thirsty Drifter's in the hand. Actually, maybe it's not that. Okay, there's just no spells in the deck. Alright, cool. Sure. Sure! Okay, why not?
Take your best shot.
Our world now shapes life as we know it.
Might be in trouble here. That's very lucky. Because they're getting close to the point where they can just Zarima me on board. Oh, it shows you how many dragons. Cool.
Starting the operation.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure. If you play expendable performers and you kill them twice, you get another set, don't you? For science. Like you get a third set.
Enjoy your final vengeance. Vengeance.
You don't?
Take your
Alright.
best shot.
That was a misplay. I could have cleared then, but I just wanted to know. I don't think I've ever tried to do it before. Other text that I think is slightly misleading. I feel like you should get another set. Right, next dragon is the 5th dragon. So I have to play in a world where Zarima is going to come and get me.
The time waves reveal the of potential. Heroes that champion order.
Huh. That's a little bit of an issue. Don't know how I deal with that.
Water. Sweet.
Yeah, there were both thirsty whelps were in opening hand. Okay, that's actually incredibly useful. So if I use this again, it's 4 mana. I can't think of a better way of doing it than this. I have to waste 3 mana for it. I couldn't quite afford to do the Metamorphosis, I needed 1 more mana. And 1 more mana for the Wailing Rhapsody as well, which would have done it for me.
Light sings, and the impure fall.
You're out of stuff now though, right? I guess they haven't got Zarima. Although they need to... I guess they need to set up a board before they can really do that to me. Okay. Fishing? They've finished fishing, I imagine. I can't afford to take damage anymore. I know this looks like a bad play, and it kind of is, but... I also need to start gaining life back. I'd prefer to have Magtheridon hit the ETC with the button. I just took the 4, but I can't afford to, I think, now.
Water.
I think we're actually dead.
Beautiful water.
We've created
Yeah,
a
we're dead.
temporal anomaly.
Water. Sweet, beautiful water.
We've created a temporal anomaly.
Water. Sweet, beautiful water.
Unless they've miscounted. Which I think they have. They miscounted. We're so back. I'm not, but I'll pretend that I am. You do 3 to all for me, please. Take 4 to kill a 4, but it might actually mean I take 8 attacks, so I'll do it. We're now in the game of just clear every minion you can. And don't ever play Tony.
Need help? Let's give you some extra time.
Alright.
Sweet, beautiful water.
That's lethal. Good game design, personally, I think this. My opponent misplayed most of the turns and still beat me.
Gun or blade.
Oh wow, I haven't full generated that. And they got it off.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
Wait, why am I alive? Was that all lethal? Am I dumb? Don't answer that. So here's the problem. I actually can kill most things, but I can't deal with Zarimi, and I guess Kurtrus. So, you have to generate me an idea.
Looks like your luck is running out.
That isn't one of them, thanks. Alright, really good. Thank you. One more mana, and I might be able to get out of it again.
Shadows grow long.
Story of the pissing game.
But this power!
Have a look what I could have won. Couldn't even draw a spell to clear the board. Alright. 1 and 6. Give me one more. I know I normally only play 7, but I feel bad that I've misplayed 2 of them. We should have gone 3 and 4, actually. Had anyone competent in playing the game. Give me one more to salvage it. Redeem myself. But anyway. Even though it could have gone 3 and 4, I still think this brings me back to my original thought, where just playing good cards now is not good enough. Especially for the minions. Like, you're a fool to play minions in Hearthstone now.
The blight begins.
Unless they're part of, like, some sort of cheat combo. We're gonna lose against Death Knight, so... The redemption is already over. Like, just play Nature Shaman. Just play Nature Shaman. You know if you're going to win by turn 5 or 6 fairly early. The game lasts 3 or 4 minutes, and you're back into another game. Or play the Dragon Priest deck. Just wait for you to play 5 dragons, and then you win the game. Or you could play this way, you lose more games than you win. Well, actually, I don't know what the win percentage on Death Knight is right now, but it was pretty close to 50-50. But anyone else that tries to play a deck with actually any form of imagination will then lose to you. You just beat those decks. The other good decks, though, you get hard rolled by.
You're mine.
Also, change the Highlander text on cards. One of my big changes to, like, at least nerf the Plague Death Knight in some degree. Change Highlander to be if your deck started with no duplicates. Also, it gets around the fact that putting the Highlander card in a non-Highlander deck, like, is a bit of an annoying thing to deal with. It doesn't feel right, right? That would get around that. I'm actually considering playing Flint.
Time to light a fire under this.
Because I need to play vaguely aggro. Alright, that's pretty lucky. It also moves this to the outcast side of my hand.
We only need one.
Oh, cool. I'm a Highlander deck again. Draw Kurtrus. Okay. Good idea. Just wait a little bit longer. I mean, this isn't that good either. I'll send it. I'm going to take 4 damage for the pleasure, but I can gain 5 back from this, at the very least. By the way, how bad is this spell? That's how bad Demon Hunter is. I've put this in my deck.
To your blade.
Alright, we're not a Highlander deck anymore.
I'll never stop searching.
Still not a Highlander deck. We shouldn't play Jotun because you're not allowed to play Jotun into this deck. One of the actual good cards. I might actually do it, though. Maybe I'll just send it. My opponent hasn't put that many plagues in my deck. They're also playing this bad card. I'm a Highlander deck again.
Let me take the pain away.
Wow. This is where Yogg puts plagues in my deck and I just cry. Oh my fucking god, are you... Are you kidding me? Alright, Symphony. Cool. Resurrect 2 guys. Cool. Cool. Oh, really cool. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I witnessed that. I'm actually going to coin Magtheridon. I don't really care to get the Reno effect. Actually, you know what? I do care. That thing's going to kill me, isn't it?
Well, looking for a standoff? Careful.
Don't give Yogg a chance to kill you.
Death cannot be bound. Death cannot be bound.
Right, I need to discover, I forgot. Spectral Sight's not a bad idea here. Because drawing through my deck is actually a pretty good idea. Alright, I'll send Jotun for fun.
Shapes life as we know it.
What's the worst that can happen? They've only got 2 plagues in my deck. If they get cast twice, so be it. Okay, they drew 6 cards. Cool. The only time you'd ever want that card. And somehow Death Knight found it. Oh, and hell, he's a 10-10 now. And now I'm really screwed with Jotun. I have to flip the deck. Alright, I'll steal it. It's mine.
Hope is an illusion. What do I do with all these cards?
Then Yogg conspires to overdraw me. Very good. Very good, Yogg. Good idea.
Seen a lot again.
For confidence beneath me.
This is why you don't play Jotun, by the way. Although, funnily enough... funnily enough, if I drew anything but the Frost Plague as well, I could have cleared.
It's so crazy.
Now I can't.
Might work.
All because, by the way, Yogg generated Symphony. Don't forget about that.
The citadel stands strong.
Whereas my Yogg overdrew me a card. Yep, double cast a Plague now as well. Again. Would have really liked Fan the Hammer to go off 2 times, but... I suppose it's more fun just to kill me. I'll deal with you later, hell yeah. The sad thing is, if I flip the deck right now, I probably still lose, because they've got enough play cards to put back into my deck again. God, imagine they didn't get 3 mana draw 6. In a matchup that I'm already, like, hyper not favored to win. Alright, that's a Stealer guy for free.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Alright, how do you fucking like it, Death Knight? Fuck you. You take some plagues. Yeah, how do you like it?
That feels good.
By the way, this doesn't change anything. I don't think we can win, but... I'm at least mildly irritating my opponent. Oh, never mind. Of course, the top deck Symphony of Sims deals 6 damage. Just draw the perfect symphonies at every single point. You know what? Screwed the rule. I'm keep going. Let's see how many games it takes me to win 2 games now. Bearing in mind I should have won 3. What will happen first? Will I win 2 games or will I lose 10? That's the new challenge.
Kurtrus,
Alright, another Death Knight, sure.
The Lich King.
I wonder if they're going to have the Plague package in it.
Will serve me in death.
I wonder.
Trust me, you don't want
Illidan's
this
Gift I don't super care about. Going down swinging in this matchup I don't super care about. I guess I'll keep Window Shopper and Snake Eyes. What a surprise! They're running the playing package! And they literally will for another year, because there's no reason why you wouldn't. Okay, the name of the game here is actually draw cards as quickly as possible before they play Hellier, so... let's draw.
Never stop searching.
Ideally as well, I think I want to draw the Plagues before Hellier comes up as well. I still maintain this Pile of Bones is not good in the Excavate deck either. It's such a huge, like, tempo down. Okay, we have Tony. By the way, the first 2 Plagues I put in my deck was a dupe, so Gunslinger is already off. You're gonna make it 3 Blood Plagues? No.
Looks like your luck is running out.
Trouble 2s again. I just... How? We might as well put Runic Adornment in the deck, you know? We're not going to be Highlander again. And it's a card I would have put in the deck if I could. And I guess we'll take an Audio Amplifier out of these. Never mind, I would have taken Draw instead. Starts dormant after you draw 4 cards, this awakens. Sure. Then we overdraw the Blood Plague, please. Actually, don't need that card, so I'm happy with this. Blood Plague would be so good. Actually, I say it'd be so good. It's so irrelevant because Hellier will never get hit by it. And that's realistically the only card I care about getting hit by it. Oh well.
That toy was made just for me.
Magtheridon time!
Job done.
And mill the Plagues.
We only need one.
Wow, they've turned me Highlander.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
What a misplay from my opponent. Also, I didn't overdraw.
Gun or blade, you don't stand a chance.
Actually, unbelievable misplay. You've lost Hellier. Not Hellier, Reska. This is the Death Knight players, ladies and gentlemen. They take me out of non-Highlander status. When I could have had Kurtrus. All they had to do was not burn one of my cards. My Plagues, even. And I couldn't win. Basically. And now they're in a position where they might lose. They are probably going to do the cheese where they break the Quartzite Crusher with the 1/4 weapon. I don't know if that's still in the game. Maybe they fixed it at this point. That being said, they've not fixed the Molten Giant text in 9 years, so I don't hold my breath on that one.
Release me. I will grant you a monstrous
They're all dormant. Do I want to bounce one of these back to their hand? Probably not, but I think the rest of them are all hot trash. So... I wonder if they'll keep destroying Plagues. No, that's dumb.
You stink!
This is another card text that I think is a bit weird. Like, a bit misleading. So I think that takes it out of the pool now of the Death Rattle bring it back for an Excavate, right? It's the exact same card, I think. Because it says this. Maybe that's not misleading. Maybe it's a definition of this on the card text. Is it has to be the identical version of the card. Again, proof of the pudding, you don't get the lifesteal off Magtheridon.
The citadel stands strong.
Very nice. Very good lifesteal there. Oh, shall I just kill all of these as well? Sure, why not?
The future is built on our...
Could also just play Magtheridon. You know what? Let's just play Magtheridon.
Release me. I will grant you a monstrous discount.
These aren't particularly good. Options. Alright, Death Knight, I'd like to see you get out of this one without Reska. I mean, you could always generate Reska by another card, since it seems to show up in every other poxy fucking card that's in that deck. My assumption for their only way out here is... their Titan kills the 5/9. Here's the Titan. It generates Reska, they play Reska. Actually, even playing Reska's not that good right now, because they couldn't kill the 2/2. But that's kind of like the path they'd have to go down. Kill the 2/2 with Reska. Then I'd steal it with Yogg. Smile.
Remnants of life. I have but little time.
If they could hit it and then kill my own Reska, that would be pretty good. Alright, do I have lethal? 6, 9, 11. Takes you to 14, which means your lowest health, so that takes you to 8. Takes you to 7. I think I don't have it. Just looking again. Even with this, so that would be another 2. I think I can put you on 6. So what I'll do instead is just steal this. And just pray you didn't generate Reska.
Hope is an illusion.
Alright. Couldn't hit the opponent, could you? Alright, I'll generate my own Reska. Oh, they can't generate it in blood mode. Never mind, we're good.
Too slow.
Quick. Yes. Yes. I don't care about the overdraw anymore. In fact, it's good for me. Just don't draw any more plagues. Are you good, Death Knight? Are you okay? Oh, I don't think you're okay, are you? It turns out if I kill Reska and a few other cards in your hand, you don't perform quite as well, do you? Cheers to that, by the way.
I have but little time.
Okay, from what I can tell of this then, Highlander Demon Hunter is basically not viable. I think this list is actually better than my previous one, astonishingly. Even though I've got a worse record. The record would have been better had I not been a complete pleb. We should definitely have gone, what was it, 4 and 5 we should have been. So it's sitting around the below 50% win rate, which I think is roughly where the Demon Hunter win percentages are right now, since the Window Chopper nerfs. Alright, wasn't... Oh yeah, I've got 11 card hand space now. Of course. Anyway, get Therodons. Alright, 2 and 7. Anyone else? 4 and 5, but for me, 2 and 7. I'll take it. Anyway, YouTube, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe. Everything else me out, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.